Cool. So, Peace, how are you doing, sis? Please introduce yourself for those who know you or may not know who you are.
All right. Well, good morning, first of all. I am a singer, songwriter, coach, mama, used to be a dancer. I guess still am. I think that never goes away. My name's Kaye Ree. Um, some of y'all might have seen me at The Voice of Germany 2018 already. It's been a minute.
For our
Yeah,
German listeners out there.
right. I've been performing for half of my life. No, actually, almost my entire life. I've been on stage starting, at age 4 with dance.
Okay, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so listen, this is what it is. A lot of people right now, we have the situation with Corona right now, and the reason why I,
Right.
I brought you on here is because I wanted to maybe assist or help other people, and I thought you may be the perfect person to do it for a lot of the dancers to assist, and maybe a transition right now while we're under Corona to some of their other artistical abilities. You originally started off as in dance and probably a little bit of everything, but you graduated and you transitioned nicely over into music, right? So we
Right.
got a lot of people out there who have poems. I know they do, and they're starting to speak out now because I hear a lot of stuff
Right.
going on. And they may even have songs, or they may be a singer, or they even may be a painter or whatever. And they want to I guess they want to get that last little bit. If they're on the fence, they would love probably to get that last bit of confidence to go ahead and jump on the other side of the fence, per se.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. The thing is, if they have been into dance already and if they have been performing already somewhere, that's a good thing because then they're already not scared of a stage or scared of of showing themselves, presenting themselves. That is very, very important. You have to be really clear about what you want for yourself.
Hmm.
Now, you might just want to be a songwriter for somebody else, or you might want to perform the poems or the songs that you've been writing yourself. Now, you got to ask yourself, am I ready to actually present it? And if you are, either grab an instrument that you like yourself, like a piano or a guitar or bass or whatever. Learn that. Learn to play and sing with it. Or what I did, because I did not learn to play the guitar or anything, I actually, as you know, had a guitar player that wrote with me. So what we would do was, we would meet up and he would start playing something on the guitar, and then I would use either the lyrics that I had written before, just
Hmm.
without any song ideas, and add it to the songs or to the melody that he wrote on the or that he played on the guitar.
Right.
Or sometimes he would play something and I would come up with a melody and then the lyrics to it. So
Yeah.
this is how I write. And this is the best way for me. I cannot speak for everybody, but that was the best way for me to write my songs and to practice writing songs, because it takes a lot of practice to really, really write the right songs. Because
Yeah.
not every
Yeah.
song that you write might sound good to everybody. And they
Yeah.
don't have to sound good to everybody as long as they feel good to yourself and sound good to yourself. But you need to be clear about your goals, your own goals, you know?
Right. Right.
So if you just want to make music for yourself, perfect, fine. Do whatever you want, you know? If you would like to present it to somebody else and you
Hmm.
would want to be on the market somewhere, be presentable, then
Yeah.
you need to focus on how to, find the right way to write songs. And it takes practice or a
Right.
coach.
I mean,
Yeah.
there it is. I mean, if anybody out there need help, we're gonna get your information and let everybody, and this is gonna be very important too, to contact you too. Are you open for, like, if somebody hits you up from around the world and says, hey, Could you give me some tips and stuff like that? You
Yeah,
open the
I do online coaching. I do online
you do
coaching. I've been
online
doing this.
coaching. Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing this also via
Super.
Zoom or Skype.
Yeah,
Yeah,
super, super. Oh
yeah.
wow, this is great. This is great. This is great. Um, let's see. Okay, so we have the point where maybe I'm like, all right, I got everything written down. Um, and far as getting over that performance stage fright, and I think a lot of people that's where the in Germany the angst or the fear comes in the
Hmm.
stage, getting on stage, and that it's not like dance, because dance is something like, okay, well, we'll jump in the cipher. So I mean, you have the option, or you can be a little bit more looser with your dance. I mean, we do have competitions where people are looking, but I guess from a mentality of a dancer, it wouldn't be the same if I'm just
Right.
standing on stage and now I got everybody's attention
That is
just looking at me, and I'm not,
right.
so animated.
Right.
Now I have to express myself, my true feelings now, or
Exactly.
what I've written down. So
You
what's some tips to
basically
get over that
naked on
angst?
stage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you basically undress yourself and show not only your body but your soul. If you've been writing from your soul, then this is what you're showing. And me personally, since I've been on stage at age 4 already with
yeah,
dancing, ballet, and then later jazz, and then later hip hop, um, I think mm, it's been quite easy for me.
yeah. Okay, so you had an easier transition.
Yeah, I had an easy transition. I don't really get nervous anymore. So I cannot really say, okay, do this and this and that, and that'll
Yeah,
help everybody. What I do, if I do get into situations like getting on TV, for example, or getting on stage with something that I have not done before, this is
yeah,
when I get. And what helps me is breathing,
okay, yeah,
breathing,
yeah, yeah,
meditation.
yeah. Make
Um,
sure relax,
really focus, yeah, relaxing, focusing on
relax.
what you want. And when I'm on stage, I actually try to focus on people's faces. Like some people cannot do that really. They like to have their eyes closed when they get on stage, or they like to just look far into the audience. I like
Hmm.
to focus on people's eyes to
Yeah, but
actually
then,
reach them,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, but check this out. Then someone you're singing the right lyric, and then the person thinks you're singing it about them.
And why not?
They think, like, did you just say she loved me? Yeah,
And
but
this is what you do. And this
hey,
is what you do as a performer.
hey,
You have you have to really get yourself into that role. You
yeah,
are on stage. You're not in real life anymore. You
yeah,
are on stage. And on stage you are performing. You're not really 100%. You are you still, but you're not
hmm,
100% you. You have a role to play on stage. You know what I mean? Just like
hmm,
an actor. Just when you're on stage as a dancer, you're not doing your normal moves that you do in everyday life. No, you're dancing, you're performing.
yeah,
Just as you do as a singer. When you are on stage as a singer, you are performing, you know?
yeah,
So you've been singing the song probably a million times already. And then, you still have to sing it as if it's the first time, because otherwise it doesn't come across as it means
as
something.
genuine, yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
hmm,
So
understand,
you have to perform. This is performance, you know?
yeah, okay, okay, cool. All right, doing side studio sessions versus on stage, like, the difference between being in the studio, actually making the music, and then, say performing the music versus performing. I mean, we kind of got it right now with the performance of the music and everything like that, but the studios aspect of it, it's a good to do your home studio first, maybe start off with like, like you said, grab an instrument or something like that. How do I
Mhm.
practice, like, to record myself? What's the next step far as like that? Do I need to record myself? Do I need to just continuously practice?
You
Like
know
if I
what
was
I
practicing dancing or something like that.
what what I experienced. And this again goes for my way of practicing. I love to practice it on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I love to practice on stage because um, I like to see what works first and
Mm-hmm.
how I feel with it first, and then I take it to the studio and record it. So for me, it's the other
Ah,
way.
okay. So you go a little bit reverse instead of, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I got you.
because
Yeah.
sometimes songs grow, you
Right.
know? Lyrics can still change when you're on stage, when you
That's
and you
right.
feel like, those lyrics don't really roll well enough over my tongue, and or they actually don't fit the mood the right way as I thought it did,
Yeah.
and then you just change, or some melodies might change, some runs or whatever. So I like to do it the other way around. But there are a lot of people who, yeah, who practice at home first. They record themselves a couple of times, and then listen to it and then change it up, and then listen to it again, change it up. There's one project that I'm involved with right now called Kiss Lulu,
Mm-hmm.
and we are doing music for commercials or for Netflix series and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's called sync music, sync, uh, yeah, sync music, and what we do is we pre-record a song to see if it really fits to my voice.
Yeah.
I do that at home with my little, my laptop and stuff like that. Really, really simple, not good quality, just to hear if the song actually fits my voice. And then I take it to the studio.
Yeah.
By that
Yeah.
time, the song is already a little bit more in my head, and a little bit more, I already adapted it a little bit more. And then I take it
Yeah.
to the studio and put the right character to it. So
Yeah.
also works this way around.
And publishing your stuff, making sure everything is legal. I mean, with your material, is that important starting off, or is it something that you can like? Well, I got my poems. I got my 10 poems. I don't got so many, so maybe or I got my 10 music pieces I've been writing on, or five, and I just don't know. I want to take it to the studio, but I have a little bit of. I'm a little bit scared. Should I? I don't want nobody to steal my material. That's always the
Yeah.
theft of your ideas and your what you have. You
Okay,
put
so
it. Yeah.
nowadays it's so easy because you can just type your material either in your computer or in your phone. That way you have the data of when exactly it was written down, you
Okay.
know, like
Yeah.
date, time,
So no one has
everything.
to be so much worried about okay, if they've written their
Mm,
lyrics down the moment they pretty much publish it on some sort of vehicle, whether it be their phone or on another app, or
exactly,
social media site, that they've already have the rights to that music, which makes it a lot more.
exactly. Because
Okay, yeah, because publishing, it is publishing. Yeah.
back in the days we had to write it on paper and then send it to ourselves and have the post stamp as a proof to when it was written, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
official proof. Nowadays it's so easy, you have everything digitally. And then what you want to do is, if you have stuff released, you have
Right.
to register it with, in Germany, GEMA, or in the US,
Yeah.
BMG or something like that, you know?
Yeah, if you have something that you feel as though is worthy of the public and it's already released right now, like on YouTube or something
Right.
like that,
Then
then
you
it's
want to
you
register it
you
with
go
the
ahead and
company,
register it,
you know?
yeah, and
Yeah.
copyright. That way, when
Because
it's
they make sure that
yeah.
you will receive the copyright money also, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
because
Somebody
as a
could use yours in
singer,
a meme or something like that, right? Yeah,
exactly. If they use it, they have to pay for it, so to say. You know what I mean? So that is one very, very important aspect for singers or songwriters in particular.
hmm,
Um, you only really make money in the music industry if you write the lyrics that are being performed. No matter if you performing them or somebody else perform them, the person who writes them makes
yeah,
the money.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, so the producer or whoever composed the song gets a share, and the person who wrote the lyrics gets a share. If you do both, bam, perfect. You get 100%. You know, so that's one thing that most people don't even know about how you make money in the music industry. You have to write the stuff.
yeah. You have to
Okay.
write your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. Um, yeah. Tell me some of your inspirations, and what I mean by that, not just musically, just all around. It could be dance inspirations, could just all around artist inspiration. Tell me some of your inspirations you have coming up.
Hmm. One of my biggest inspiration, and most people that know me know that, was Michael Jackson. Yes, he really was. And not only because of, him being an amazing singer and performer and everything,
Right.
but his values and his will to change the world, to make the world a better place. He even sang about it.
Yeah.
Make the world a
Yeah.
better place through his art, you know, through his responsibility that he took very serious to actually go and change the world. And he really did, you know.
Yeah, he put the
And
work in. Definitely did. Definitely did. Big shout out to Michael Jackson. I can't even have a playlist without a Michael Jackson song on there. So it's like
exactly,
impossible. It's
exactly.
an impossibility.
He was the reason why I actually wanted to go on stage. He
Oh
was
man. Yeah.
the reason, because I always wanted to be a background dancer for him, actually.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
childhood on, I always wanted to be a background dancer. And then, of course, when I transitioned to singing, I was like, yeah, sure, I would love to, make a
Yeah.
song with Michael, or perform with him some way. I didn't make it on stage with him. I made it on stage with Stevie Wonder, which was another goal of mine.
Yeah. Yes.
And
And
I did
Stevie
that,
Wonder. Oh man. And
you know,
whew, yeah, Stevie Wonder, that's big in itself right there, man. That's the
yeah.
legend. Yeah. Gotta have a
But
Stevie Wonder in your rotation too. So
yes, for sure, for sure. But I did meet Janet. I
Janet
did meet.
Jackson. Okay.
I met Janet Jackson, and I got to thank her and Michael, through her, for the inspiration they gave me, because she
Yeah.
also played a very, very big part in my life back then.
Yeah.
So um, I went to her and I actually gave her my first album that I ever recorded. I mean, that I ever released, The Endless Melody. It was
Yeah.
2009. I
Oh
gave it
man.
to her, and she looked at me and she was like, "Wait a minute, aren't you the girl whose video they showed on the airplanes?" Because at that time, one of my videos was playing on airplanes, and
Oh
she just came over
yeah,
from the
that's
US.
dope.
And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Well, I really loved your voice." In that typical Jackson voice. She said, "I really loved your voice." I said, "Well, I really love yours too." And, without you, I never would have made it on stage. And she was like, "Oh, that's so sweet,"
Wow,
And
that's dope. Yeah.
yes, that was confirmation for me that I'm on the right path. You know what I mean? If Janet
Yeah.
Jackson tells you she loves your voice, I'm like, yes. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah,
Definitely dope. So and okay, so we got some of the things you're doing right now in the future for the Netflix and stuff like that. But are there any other things that you want to do too as well that you want to add on that maybe this is something I want to do. I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do this as soon as I finish this or something like
yeah,
that.
yes. So, plan is for 2021. I'm releasing my third album,
Okay.
springtime, hopefully, called Growth. I'm actually going to start, as I told you already, a YouTube channel.
Hmm.
I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but I'm going to start a YouTube series about the topic growth.
Okay.
And it's going to involve everything, you know, concerning that matter, like growth in life and music and like all the things, that people connect with growth.
Hmm.
Um, Me personally, I became a mom pretty late at age 35. Up until then, I was pretty much free. And as you know, once you have a child, your life changes completely,
Hmm.
all those little things, all those little details, and musically, of course. And um, then I would like to get into radio. I already talked to a couple people at Radio Frankfurt. I would like to um, participate in radio stations a little bit more, get into acting.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, get into some more acting. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I gotta link you up also with my peoples. My man Kevin's doing some stuff. They got their own podcast. It's a whatever podcast, and I definitely want to link you up with those guys right there, and so they can. I think you would like the platform that they have too as well.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna definitely plug you in with that too. And
For,
they got something very. I actually really like their platform because they talk about a little bit of everything, and it's always good to get the when you do it like that, you get so much out of the person instead of the typical interviews and stuff like that you
for
do.
sure.
Yeah, so I'm gonna plug you in with those guys after this too. Do you have any thing that you any positive message that you can give to the young dancers out there right now? Like I said, that are making possibly making transitions now or about to make transition over into the to doing music and stuff like that. Is there any positive advice you can give?
For sure. You know, especially in this country here. I know it's different in the US, but in Germany, for example, at least our generation was taught to be modest, humble, and kind of like we were brought up to be small. Forget that. It's good to be humble, it's good to be modest, but when it comes to art, have the courage to be big,
Yeah, yeah,
you know? Have the courage to be big and envision yourself on a big stage already. Picture yourself on the biggest stages in the world. And don't think of yourself as being small and just, I'm just, I'm just a beginner. I don't know nothing yet. I don't
yeah,
know. If you have that vision of yourself that you can do it, you can grow into it, you know?
yeah, yeah. And that's whew, that's a message right there. If you can't get that one, I don't know. That's a definitely a big message. And a big jewel to drop. Where can people reach you at? How can people get in contact with you? What's some of the
Uh,
sites that you got?
on every social network platform. So you can get at me at Instagram.com/KAYEREE or through my website directly, mail at KAYE-REE.com.
Okay.
Okay. Or Facebook, of course. But on Facebook, make sure you hit the Facebook.com/KAYEREE5. Add the 5 in the back. It's my lucky number. That's why. All right.
And you said your Instagram and everything like that. You gave them out your
Yes.
Instagram page too.
Yeah.
Okay. Website, everything is good. On the classes, when are you doing your seminars and stuff like that? When around what
I
time?
do. I do them privately. So whenever,
Okay.
I have a very flexible schedule at the moment. So there's no concerts that are happening at the moment, unfortunately, due to the pandemic. So I'm basically mostly available in the daytime until I'd say 1500 my time,
Yeah.
Germany time. Because otherwise afterwards my son is coming, and then in the evening again. But that'll be the best time in the
Right.
daytime.
So out there, if you need coaching, then you know what to do. Hit her up, send a message on the inbox, let her schedule an appointment for
Exactly.
coaching and get you started. That's the best way. That's the best thing you could possibly do for yourselves out there. And I think the dance community will respond to it well. I think you'll get a few calls, texts to help them out. And like I said, this is what we're doing right now. Something positive for them. I thought it would be a little bit of a change right now. You hear a
It's
lot
good.
of the dance, the ones they love already, the dancers that are in the community. And it's good to hear somebody who was in the dance community and can come in maybe and give some advice to some of the dancers out there who are,
Sure.
just struggling, trying to figure out their way, navigating through this COVID-19 business. And yeah, it's
Now's
definitely,
the best time to practice
absolutely,
whatever you want to get into. Whatever you want to get into. Get on the
yeah,
guitar, get on the piano, get on the paper and write, pen and paper and write, you know?
yeah. So any shout outs you want to give?
I want to give a shout out to my homegirls in Frankfurt, Baby Shoe, the whole
Shoo,
crew who I
shoo.
used to dance with. I want to give a shout out to my entire band, the Kaye Ree band, of course. My brothers, my drummer Amir, Martin Lowe's, Uwe Felsky, Katja Werfinger, Jo Melke. Um, yeah, and Martin's also the producer, by the way. My Kiss Lulu boys um, and girls,
Okay.
everybody, the whole V Spot crew.
Whoop, whoop.
You know, yep,
All right.
that's it.
So, yo, thank you very much. It was definitely a dope interview with Kaye Ree. A lot of jewels she dropped. Please check her out. And yeah, man, get some of that coaching. All right.
Thanks, boy.
So, yeah, peace. See you later.
Thank you. See you.